Kia ora tātou, welcome back to the Wargaming Den. The game of Kings of War I have for you this week is a game of my New Orc Army versus Gordon's Nightstalkers. We're playing at 2,300 points. The mission is Dominate. Let's have a look at the lists then. So my Orcs, I've got 2 long axe regiments, I've got a troop of axe, and I've got an axe horde with brew of sharpness, so they're hitting on a 3+. Troll horde with Dwarven Ale that gives them headstrong. Gore Rider troop with skirmishers boots, 2 Gore Rider regiments, my faster moving cavalry, 2 war drums, Crudger on a Gore, Crusher on a Gore. He was a late addition to add a wee bit more of a missile to try and counter things if need be. A flag with the Loot of Insatiable Darkness. Really interested to see how their new rules work out. Godspeaker with Fireball. Drain Life's my go-to spell these days, and a Conjurer's Staff. Troll Bruiser with the Staying Stone, and a Crudger on a Winged Slasher. Gordon's Nightstalkers have got 2 Scarecrow Hordes, a Tormentor Regiment, 2 Butcher Hordes, 2 Shadowhound Regiments, a Terror, Dream Hunter, Dread Fiend, Void Lurker, and Erin Shearer. He's got 12 units and about 26 unit strength. I've got 16 units and 26 unit strength. May have missed a couple of things on Gordon's list. I may be one thing short, I think, but I'm sure he'll let me know at some point. Let's have a look at deployment. So I put my fast wing out on the left flank. I've got some Gore Riders, a regiment and a troop, a Crudger. I've got Lefty, my new winged slasher. It's a Reaper Dragon. And yeah, as I said, my fast wing. Got trolls in the pond there. Long axe with a troop of axe behind them. Some characters, Godspeaker, Crusher, War Drum. My big horde there with my other regiment of Gore Riders in behind. Decided not to put them out wide. Just figured it was going to take too long to get round there and they'll be too isolated. The idea is being I push forward, then they're able to possibly swing round and attack through this channel here, and the other long X securing that wood. So I'm trying to keep a reasonably tight deployment area. Opposite me, Gordon's got lots of speed. He's got Shadowhounds at a speed 10. He's got the Dread Fiend and a Terror. I think Ishanera's hit him around here somewhere as well. Then he's got Scarecrows, Butchers, Void Lurkers, Scarecrows. So this is a slower wing that's just going to advance up and contest the objectives. And yeah, I'm going to have to be careful out on the left because his units definitely have more speed. Let's move on to turn 1. Turn 1, I won the roll off and gave Gordon the first turn. He's just moved his hounds on that flank forward and he's moving into the centre as well. So on to the Orcs' first turn. My turn 1, I am trying not to get caught out too early. Try and keep my battle lines together. Over here, the whatever they are, Gore Riders have moved in front to take a charge if necessary. Got a troll there as well. I fired my fireballs at this guy. 3 hits, no wounds. Gordon's turn 2 to teach me why I should have gone first. Turn 2, this is looking familiar. The character Ashera, is that it? Essential. And the hounds, Elytra took out my Gore Riders. Dread Fiend went into the Gore Rider troop, did 3 wounds. Over here, flank attack with the Butchers, coupled with the other character, Dream Hunter took out my long axe, and only took 4 wounds here though with my other Gore Riders. So, a couple of losses, see what we can do in response. Right, the War Drum that could. Got 4 wounds, did well. 1 wound from the Crudger, maybe 8 wounds I think from the Flying Chicken, Lefty, and I rolled a 3, needing a 4 on the second nerve check. So I'm now in trouble because I'm about to be hit in the flank by 40 attacks maybe from the dogs.
My crusher went to disrupt this guy, a couple of wounds. Over here, 8 wounds on the scarecrows with the trolls and the long spear, not enough. Good attacks in here though against a butcher unit and butchered it. So I've got a unit, and on to Gordon's turn 3.
Just before we move on to turn 3, let's just get a bit of an aerial overview. So here we are over here. My winged slasher is attacking the hounds that are just off the side there, and the troop of gore riders are taking on the dread fiend up over here. I sent the crusher forward on a little disruptor mission as a bit of chaff to lock up the terror, I think that is. The trolls and the long spear charged in here, didn't do enough wounds. I did put a bane chant on one of the units. I think it might have actually been over here. And yeah, this charge went in. These butchers have just been killed, and I've sent forward the troll bruiser. So happy with where things are at. And as you can see, the gore riders have moved up, and that's the position I wanted to get them in before the game. And these are just in reserve. So yeah, let's now have a look at turn number 3.
Okay, turn 3, brutal. My winged slasher / dragon lefty survived just the charge coming in. It was a hindered charge, 40 dice plus 20 dice plus 5 dice. He ended up with a reroll, wavering me. I think it ended up about 21 needing, or 20 needing 21, something like that. Got lucky. My crusher only took 2 wounds, is wavered. My gore riders are wavered against the dread fiend. Over here, the trolls. Did we do the troll combat? I don't know if we did.
No, we didn't.
We'll come back to that in a minute. And the scarecrows did 3, and the butchers only did 3 over here. So we'll just do that last combat. And now we've done that. He did 6 wounds, so the trolls are okay. So my turn 3. It's just a smash fest. We're both smash armies. Okay, over here, the cruncher killed the dogs. My winged slasher with fury, he was wavered, only did 2 wounds on the other dogs there. Couple of wounds from the war drum into the dread fiend. Troll did 1 wound that counted because there was a bark skin on the dragon thing. Over here I got up to 16 hits. Forgot my drain life, which might have actually made a difference, unfortunately, and didn't kill him. The troll took 3 wounds off, and I managed to waver the butchers over here, the gore riders supported by the infantry. But really quite enjoying this little flagger. The little plus is to rampage is quite handy. But on to Gordon's turn 4, and we are still in it at this stage.
And just before we do that, just an overview at the end of turn 4, how things are looking. So the dread fiend has killed the troop of axe, and I've attacked it with my war drum. Over here, Lefty has taken out one of the chaos hounds. That was mainly because Gordon forgot he had regenerate on the chaos hounds the turn before, so on his turn it didn't regenerate, and I managed to kill them. So a bit of a mistake there. Over here, the trolls are now taking on the terror. We've both got regenerate, so combat's not going to be very fast. However, he also has bark skin, which is giving him 2 to 3 extra wounds he can take each turn. So the combat is actually in his advantage. My crusher over here is tucked in, I think, behind here somewhere from memory. And yeah, there you can just see the dice. He's under the wing. He's wavered. Can't do much, but he's not dead, so it's a good thing. I think that must be Ishin's Shearer there. And over here I've got 16 wounds on these guys now, but not enough to kill them, threw in the war drum to support, which meant these guys are out of war drum range. And over here, threw the X in with the Gore Riders against the other unit of butchers that had come through, and the bruisers sidestepped over here to allow that multi-charge. Now this X troop is really quite handy. It's got 10 attacks, but it goes up to 12, I think, currently. 13, because of the flagger being nearby, and the flag is also giving one of these two units Bane chance. So that new flagger rule I'm really quite enjoying. But anyway, let's move on to turn 4.
Gore Riders survived the fury from the butchers. Did lose the troop. The phantoms came bouncing over and took them out. Over here, I took about 3 wounds against the scarecrows, up to 6 there. The dragon thing did 2 or 3 wounds on the trolls. Got lucky. My crusher over here just got wavered in the end, up to 7 wounds there. Lost my winged slasher. The shadow hounds took care of him, and also the dread fiend took care of the troop there. So interesting. On to my turn 4. Okay, I just wavered the dread fiend. I needed a 7, got a 6. The trolls did some wounds. That's I was wavered over there. No, I can't fight. I just took it off at the end. Trolls did maybe a few wounds, not enough against the whatever the flying thing is. I did kill the scarecrows this time at last. I did a very interesting drain life on the butchers, which probably should have got pointed out to me on the easy to kill unit, but didn't. But I did kill the butchers there, so it is still definitely interesting. We're about to move on to turn 5, and we are fighting over that center token because it is dominate.
And here's the overview of the end of that turn. So, being freed up now for Gordon on the left flank. His Chaos Hounds are in a nice handy position. Latira has killed the trolls. I've managed to kill the first unit of scarecrows, but the second unit has come in. I've lost the lung spear. The tormentors have taken out the Gore Riders as well. So I'm definitely running out of units here. I think the Crusher might still be alive down under here. Can't quite recall. And I've still got the reserves here, but I'm definitely running out of unit strength to be able to contest the middle now. Let's move on to the next turn.
Okay, the Gore Riders got taken out by those guys in the character. I lost the long spear to the scarecrows. The trolls got hit in the flank and taken out by the hounds, and the crusher over there. So Gordon's about out of time. I've only got one big unit left here, a couple of characters and 2 war drums and a character over here. So talk about down and out. We'll see if I can get anything on my turn 5. I just killed the phantoms and turned. War drum missed over there. I think I did a couple of wounds on the dogs there, and I finally got the dread fiend. So Gordon's turn, but he's about to run out of time on the start of turn 6.
We are definitely running out of units now. So it is all action. The little flagger that could is still hanging in there. The war drum is trying to slow up the terror. There's not much to take these guys on. That's the Night Hunter there. He's been really good. He's been adding his elite to the combats of the butchers and stuff all game. Real pain, that guy. My Godspeak has been doing his drain life as much as he can. But yeah, I've got not much to contest. Yeah, I've got 4 here, 5, 6 unit strength. Gordon's currently got 3, 5, 7. I think they're worth 3, so at least 10. So I really need to kill a couple of units. The thing in my favour though is Gordon's only got about 7 seconds left on his clock to do his next turn, so it's going to be a very fast turn. And I'm not much better. I'm under 5 minutes, so it hasn't been a slow game. It's just been quite a good, fun, intense game, and we've both use clock where we really didn't think we had. It's like, oh my goodness, where is that time gone? So let's have a look what happens to the next turn. Talk about a fast turn. In his 7 seconds or so, Gordon just threw everything he could into the dominate circle. So the Terror has moved in front of the long axe, and the Chaos Hounds have moved in, and so it's this character over here. I think he'd finally killed the Crusher. So he's got 10 unit strength contesting. My plan is my long axe are going to just charge, swing on the angle so that they hit here. He moves it, is going to move out of the way, come along here, and then they charge and they hit there, and then they can slide across in a line so I can take on the scarecrows rather than the scarecrows. He's unit strength 2, he's unit strength 3. I need to knock them out. Also, ideally, if I get these Chaos Hounds, I've got a chance of winning it. So I've got the War Drum here, 3 attacks to try and do that. War Drum over here. My Crudger is going to come across, I think, as well, but he's out of sight at present. So it is definitely going down to the wire. And here's that maneuver at the end. So yes, attacked here. I think he's up to 12 wounds. Didn't destroy him though, so that was no good. And I've put a few more wounds on over here, but not enough. So if there is no turn 7, it is victory to Gordon. But luckily for me, there is a turn 7. Gordon can't do anything, so let's see how I try and recover the situation. And here we have it at the end. I managed to kill the scarecrows. With the reroll, I was 1 short of killing the Shadow Hounds. I think I needed a 6 and rolled a 5, unfortunately, with the reroll. So I didn't kill them, which meant it ended up a 7-7 draw. I've got 4 unit strength, 5, 6, 7, and Gordon's got 2, 4, 7 himself. So very close game. And if it hadn't been for the fact he'd run out of time, it would have probably been a victory quite comfortably to Gordon, but he had no time left and I was down to under 30 seconds, so it really went down to the wire. Great game, Gordon. Thank you very much. And there we have it, a 7-7 draw. Great game, Gordon. This was probably quite crucial from Gordon's point of view because he forgot to use regenerate on his Shadow Hounds here, and I killed them. He had 14 wounds, so he should have regenerated maybe 4 or 5, and I probably wouldn't have killed them in the next round, and that would have changed things, I think. But yeah, really enjoyed playing that. 2 very smashy armies, and yeah, not a lot else to say. My MVP was probably that Flagger. I hadn't used him before. I really like the additional attacks he gives to nearby units, and his Bane Chant I'd given him with the Loot of Insatiable Darkness was very handy as well. So that was a bit of a revelation, and I really did quite like those Axe Troops for 85 points, being able to boost it up to 13, 14, 15 attacks with a nearby Flagger and some units. I can see a lot of potential there as well, so I'm going to keep experimenting with that. But as I said, it was a great game, and I look forward to another game against Gordon in the very near future. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, ka kite anō. Take care.